Hi everybody, Sean McCracken from Hotel News Now here with Sam Nazarian of SBE here at Alice 2017. And Sam, just wanted to check in. You had a pretty active 2016, I think everybody will agree.
Safe to say.
So from your perspective, how did this Morgan's deal come together?
The Morgan's deal had a lot of different iterations and hurry up and stops, but I think ultimately, when you find two like-minded companies, that actually have the same DNA, the same ethos, the same kind of reason for being, if you will, from a perspective of the brands, the lifestyle space, the boutique space. Geographically, we're very similar with some outliers like Europe and ours in Latin America. So I think it came together, I think, ultimately very organically. There was about 4 different iterations of it through the last 10 years, whether on the food and beverage side, on the hospitality side. But I think bringing the two organizations together were very complementary, both from a skill set perspective and also from a product perspective.
So the deal in general, you mentioned how the two companies seem to click together, but what will it mean for you? What does this enable you to do that you couldn't do before? What's the long-term, short-term benefits of pulling this off?
Well, I think, the short-term benefits are scale. In our business right now, when you're looking at smaller companies like SBE or Morgan's or a lot of the lifestyle peer group, scale is crucial, right? Getting to 25 hotels, getting to 50 hotels, getting to 100 hotels. The other thing that it really enabled us to do is Morgan's has an amazing infrastructure and pipeline of global sales, finance, accounting. Being a public company for 11 years really propelled a lot of the divisions in our group that kind of were a lot more mature. In addition, I think, the brands that Morgan's and Ian Schrager created, Delano, Mondrian, Hudson, Sanderson, these are iconic brands, and I think everyone will agree that it was this company that was a disruptor, this company that was innovating, this company that was really the forward-thinking idea that Steve Robel and Ian had. And for me, as somebody who actually got into the hotel business because of visiting these hotels, and I say this all the time, even before we acquired Morgan's, that was really kind of the light from a perspective of hospitality, food and beverage, development, real estate. The company encompassed all the attributes that we like to think we do well at SBE. So long term, I think, the absorption of these two companies, the integration of these two companies is really kind of what we're focusing right now. We have some great owners globally that are very excited about. We have some great associates, 2,700 from Morgan's side. Culturally, I think really our real opportunity that we see moving forward is really segmenting these brands in a very clear and transparent way to the market. What does Delano mean moving forward? What does SLS mean? How do they coexist? And how are they really effective in certain markets, and how are they not in other markets? And in the markets that we feel that are where something more like a more limited service product would be relevant, a more youth hostel product would be. Right now youth hostels and limited service are what everyone's really focused on. But to be relevant in those spaces, you have to have a seat at the table in the lifestyle boutique space. For us, really the forward long-term viewpoint, or even kind of 2018 and beyond, we're opening 7 hotels this year. We're opening almost 1 every other month. Markets like Doha, markets like Seattle, Park Avenue, Bahamas, and from our perspective, we have to make sure these are unbelievably executed well. But also what differentiates us in addition is our food and beverage platform. So, integrating our food and beverage now within a lot of these assets and making sure that it's a holistic solution for an owner. That's really what our our main differentiation is moving forward, which gives everyone in the box one accountability.
So looking at, or speaking a little more broadly about SBE, how do you envision the company in 5 years, 10 years? What's the long-term vision for what you guys can be or want to be?
I think for us, we're an asset-light operator model, not too dissimilar to many other hotel companies. But I think what a lot of recent acquisitions have enabled us to get a bigger lane, if you will, so to speak. obviously with Starwood and Hilton, with Kimpton and IHG, and a lot of these consolidations have allowed for us to really have a broader voice in the market. So in 5 years, we'd like to think we're at 75, 80 hotels. We'd like to think our food and beverage platforms are now, whether it's our quick serve umami burger, which I'd say is equivalent to a Shake Shack idea, all the way up to our residential projects that we're doing with Related all around Southern Florida, now in Cancun and Buenos Aires. So I think from a global footprint, we like to think that we'll be a major disruptor, but we constantly have to innovate because the competitive set in some of these markets are a lot of smart people, a lot of great brands, and the last piece of what I'm really focused on, in addition to more M&A, is the technology component of it. One thing that in the hotel space is, I started as a hotel investor, and the things that we're really focused on now are kind of the net RevPAR. And I think from a perspective of OTAs and all the fees that generate the top line revenue, we're really now focused with our owners to show them our net RevPAR. And you start seeing numbers go all over the board when you start talking about post fees. And so our distribution platform is really going to be as exciting as the creativity of a lifestyle company. And that's something that I think that I know owners appreciate more. We're doing direct booking and direct reservations that are obviously beneficial to us and to the actual P&L of the property.
All right. So here with Sam Nazarian, Sean McCracken from Hotels New Dow. Thanks a lot for your time.